welcome to the Jekyllhydeclub. Today we're doing a quick DIY for when you have a brooch that you like and it breaks, as in the pin part comes off, or it's one of those crappy new ones where it just doesn't stay closed and you break it yourself so that the pin part is gone and doesn't prick you while you try to wear it as a pendant. And we are going to make a former brooch into a pendant. I don't like these kind. I like the safety pin kind the best, where it just has this like safety pin thing and you a spring and you just push it under it and it pops in and out. But I don't like these little twirly ones that you just twirl this thing in it, because I was wearing it on my jacket with all my other brooches and it came off and then it got stepped on, so the pin part broke, which is okay because now I can make it into a pendant. And it's a lizard. It came from my mom a while ago. It's big, it's heavy, silver, and I think it came from like a department store, which means it was overpriced and broke. And 95% of things from department stores I have gotten do that, so it's very sad. But anyway, this is a good size. It's almost like 3 inches by an inch, very raised and detailed, and it's going to make a lovely pendant. So we will do that now. I'll show you how I did that. If you guys are new, check out our other DIYs in our playlist, and like, subscribe, share. Check out more of our other spooky videos. I'm Morticia. This is Gomez and Slappy, our roommate. And Gomez is all Halloweened out in the spring because it got chilly again.
So cozy though.
And I'm in my red and black, so I have red pants, black shirt, so I'm basically Halloweened out too, but we're just Halloweened out in different ways. And anyway, so what we did was, what I did it, we didn't do it.
Slappy could have though, he believes.
He could have. Maybe he broke my brooch, so he helped me out.
Yes.
So this is 20 gauge copper crafting wire with a black coating, and these coatings are really good because it stays on. And so this is black copper coated, and I like the energy in copper wire, so it's kind of cool. And 20 gauge is not too thick or too thin. If you're not making something kind of tiny and delicate or anything, it's a good sturdy one. And I think black would look good against this lizard and the colors without, like silver would be okay, but I wanted something to add and not stand out, if that makes any sense. Like to add some depth and coolness to the look without standing out and looking like something out of place. So, I don't want to cover it too much, but I want to make it sturdy and where it's going to stay on. So I'm going to put the wire starting in the middle of the body. Could have started down here at the tail, but again, I want to keep that balance of not covering it too much and then still keeping it sturdy. So we're going to start in the middle of the body, wrap the wire around, and then just on this side, kind of crisscross it under where you're not going to see it. And now once it's crisscrossed, we will go around the top of, that was the middle, so now we're doing the top of his body. He's the Lizard King, by the way. He wants everyone to know he can do anything. Just like Jim Morrison says in the old song. I didn't like any of the music that was out when I was in high school because it all sucked, so I was all into the older stuff. Okay, so once you go around on the crisscross, you just go up around the second part of his, like you go around his, up top of his arms and around his neck, and then right here is where the part used to be to close and open the brooch. I'm going to use it as a place to tie it off and end it. Now I would have begun it here and just had the wire around this part without even touching his body, but I don't feel it's sturdy enough. So I like to know my jewelry is going to hold up, whether I'm keeping it or it's going to someone else, and I'm keeping this one. So anyway, this is going to be the ending spot here where the brooch used to be to close, and twist it off here. And then I like to do this little spiral thing where I'm going to make the bail so it looks a little fancier and it keeps it sturdier when it doubles up the wire. So see, you have the black look, but it's not, what's the word, like too, it looks good without being too, like, what's the word I want? Where it stands out too much in a non-flattering way.
Flashy?
Yeah, it's not too flashy in a way that goes, I'm not fitting, like I'm not working. So it's like, oh, that's a cool black addition. That's nice. And I'm just kind of molding that wire to his shape a little so that it, yeah, I like that. I like that.
Nice.
And, you know, this is such a nice brooch, and I really liked it, but I'm going to like it as a pendant, so it's all good. Now, I used about roughly a foot of wire. I'd rather use a little too much and cut off the ends than not use enough. So, see, it moves a little bit, but he's going to stay on. That's fine. No. Certain shapes, it's just not going to be really conducive to not moving at all. So you just want to check if it does move a little, that it stays in there. And I'm using the extra wire to fortify where the bail is meeting the rest of it so it doesn't get too flimsy and bendy. You know, if you're wearing it and you bend or do something and it starts like the bail's bending to the side, it doesn't look attractive. So I want to make it just a little bit fortified up here. I could have cut off the ends, but instead I'm just thickening it a little bit around here. And later I will press those ends down there that are sticking out slightly with pliers, but right now I just want to put him on this nice black cord, again from my mommy. And did I make it too small to go on the bloody cord? No, I didn't. Good. Okay. And now I'm going to put it on. He can just go over my bat for a second, just because. No, actually, he's going to be longer than the bat. Good. Hello, Batty. Come out and say hello to the YouTube channel. Oh, now you're blocking the Lizard King. Can I have that? Oh, well, you're going to have to go under again. Sorry, Batty. This has a nice adjustable chain, so we'll see if I can make it long enough to not run into Batty. What will happen? Can Bat come out too?
Whee! That's the best flag.
Yes, he's like, yeah, I can come out. So, yeah, I have my crystal ball here that I recently showed in one of our Witchy Valpurgis Nacht hauls, and then the Lizard King here. Let me adjust this bail slightly like that. And again, I'm going to put those ends down with pliers later. I just didn't want to make this too drawn out. Just to show you a concept of this is a nice way to make a brooch into a pendant, and it looks nice. You can't really see the brooch part, and the pin's gone, so it's not going to stick you, and the wire looks like it fits in with him nicely. It's just another color texture to what he's already got going on. If it's a plain out silver brooch, obviously you could do black wire depending on what kind of design you want to do around it, or just silver so it would blend in, just like whatever you think would look better. Obviously there's all these different copper wires with the different color coatings, even like purple. I've seen purple like this, and blue and green and whatever, but I prefer black or silver. There's gold, obviously. So it's very affordable. It's like $2 or $3. I got this at Walmart, but you can get it at all kinds of craft stores. Probably going to charge you more, but if you have a reasonably priced craft store, you can do that. So yeah, that is the deal. Very simple, very easy to do, and you can personalize it yourself with kind of like whatever brooch you're working with and whatever colors that you want to work with. So yeah, it's pretty simple. And again, there's so many designs you can do. I could have started here and just done a whole crisscross up his body, but I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want him to be covered that much. But he makes a nice pendant. It's sturdy, it's good, and it's a very good size to show and display nicely, so I'm pleased. And it can be done, you know, so many brooches, just work with its shape and how you think the wire should look best. Before I did the video, I tried a couple different designs without tying it off. I just went, okay, one right around here, or here, does this look good, or should I do a crisscross? No, and just try different things to see how I like the look of it before you close it off. And it's just easy to kind of play around and decide how you want to do it. So anyway, we hope you've enjoyed this video, and until next time,
Try to enjoy the daylight.